Good evening, friends. We have Saffron Tiger back with us after a long time. Welcome, Saffron.
Namaskar, Meenaji, and thank you to all our viewers for giving me the opportunity to have a wonderful discussion. Looking forward to it with Meena ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Saffron. So I don't know whether, Saffron, you've been following what has been happening in the SSR case. Recently, there was a PIL that was to be heard, in the court with regards to Aditya Thackeray, and that apparently it was to happen on August 31st. Then it got again postponed to November, you know. And so we were just wondering what it is about. And then we saw some tweets by a YouTuber saying that, see, it has been postponed and Maharashtra government is not interested, the politicians are not interested. And even the sister has called me and said that, please stop showing SSR, videos. So he tagged, certain SSRians, including me, giving this sort of a message. Now, which I found rather weird because, see, none of us have come in this because of any instructions. Okay, we've all come to this out of our own will. We've all felt very badly for SSR, and we've come on our own will. Now, here is somebody telling us what the sisters think we should do, right? So now it's very funny. There seems to be some power controlling the sisters, and the sisters are controlling some YouTubers, and those YouTubers are telling us to stop doing this. So that itself shows how devious the way they function. Of course, we'd love to have your opinion on this, Saffron, because you've been with us right from the start. So back to you. Yeah.
So, ma'am, which sister was this? Is it?
Yeah.
Shweta
So
Singh?
apparently, another Twitterati said that this Shweta has spoken
Okay.
or written to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
This YouTuber.
if I remember correctly, Shweta Singh Kirti was one of those sisters who was proactively trying to give an impression that when SSR was murdered, she said that I want to book flight and I want to go to my home and see, like, I'm trying to reach to India and whatnot. And suddenly there was, like, she just kept tweeting, or she just kept posting on her Facebook page. And then there was an instance when she was also posting stuff about dates and whatnot, like, which I found very weird, that, like, if your brother is dead and you are using it's life, right? But posting it on a social media which was totally on a page which was opened for justice for Sushant Singh Rajput, and then suddenly you are, like, deviating and digressing from the very cause for which you opened the page. And then I don't remember her saying anywhere proactively that she is really seeking justice for Sushant. Most of the clips that I have seen, very small clips of her, where she said that, Sushant is alive, his spiritual being is alive and soul and whatnot. But never I saw her speaking proactively. And there was one interview which I saw, where she was saying that CBI has assured her that they are at their last leg of investigation,
Yeah.
and we all need to be patient. So I find it rather surprising that she has conveyed this message, that videos of SSR should be not be uploaded, or, like, not talk about it. Why would you
So
do
this
that?
is what I understand from a tweet by another Twitterati saying that, see, showing both the tweets of her response to Sandeep. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I find it rather surprising because, to begin with, the SSRians never asked the family for supporting justice for Sushant
Exactly.
Singh Rajput. They came by
Exactly.
themselves, right? When the family was keeping mum for a year, for almost 1 year, the family kept mum. The entire world was crying for justice
Yeah.
for SSR. Nobody asked the family then that, we want to be part of this justice. How dare you ask the people not to make videos or not to talk about SSR? I know it's been like over 4 years. And yeah, we are not saying that the government has proactively done justice to this case, but that does not mean that we should stop talking about it, right? अगर हम भी बात करना बंद कर देंगे तो फिर तो केस तो डेफिनेटली विल बी लाइक it will
Closed.
be a cold case, right?
Yeah.
So I think the voice of the people is what makes this case strong as
Yeah,
far as
exactly.
the agreement is concerned. So I find it very surprising that she is saying all these things, that too on a platform which has a good following. So I think that there has to be some reason why she said what she said.
Yeah, absolutely. So here, also, I want to tell you, it's on the heels of a few months back when the lawyer himself said that the sisters had told him not to pursue the case anymore. So it is coming on the heels of that. So first they did that, then the second they did to the YouTuber, okay, and now they're waiting for all the SSRians to keep quiet about this, uh, which means that they have got orders from somewhere, to suppress the case. Because now one thing is very clear, Saffron, is that see, look at the repercussions of what has happened after SSR died. Boycott Bollywood happened. Okay, they became bankrupt, and none of these people who are involved in this. Now, I won't take the names, but those people who are involved in it, Bollywood actors, politicians, okay, and the cabal, they are not able to show their faces. They're not getting any assignments, right? So they are a cursed lot. So that's the second thing that has happened. Now, I won't mention the name of a politician, ex-politician, minister, who also spoke, derogatorily about SSR and said that it could have been a suicide. And it was not one video; it was a couple of videos in which it was mentioned. Now, that there also something seems to have happened. So SSR seems to be having a sort of some sort of a power where he is able to settle scores with a lot of people. Now, let me tell you something, Safil. I don't know whether you're aware of it. I had, during the before the Ayodhya temple of Lord Rama was inaugurated, I wanted to make a tribute to Lord Rama, and I decided to do an oil painting of Lord Rama. Now, I put that on Twitter and the different phases of the painting. And it started off with a certain face. And then later, as it moved, the painting became exactly like SSR, you know.
Wow.
And I was so shocked. Anyway, I sent it. I said that if you all want, you all put it in the temple. If you all, it's up to you. Okay, so it has gone to Delhi. It is still there in Delhi.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
if you watch it, Safin, because you're also on Twitter, you will see the amazing response. Now, see, when I did these paintings, my family would come and watch, the progress once in a while. But when they came to the final stage, they said, "My God, this looks like SSR." So see, there is something within all of us SSRians. Whether it's you, whether it's me, and all these viewers who are with us, tonight, all of them, because otherwise they would not fight for four plus years.
Right.
Are you crazy? Is someone going to mourn for somebody so long? No. It is a very, very strong desire to get justice for the people who murdered him. So, him and Disha and many others, so cruelly. So, what is happening, Saffron, is that some other power is actually settling scores with a lot of people. So they should be a little careful. I'm talking about even the politicians. They should be a little scared when they don't deliver justice. You know,
That's
so it seems like a sort of a warning, like you see in Hollywood movies.
And most of the things that we are seeing that has gone against the cabal is due to, call it karmic energy, cosmic justice, call it what you will. But there has been some kind of I would say, I would like to use a word, magical justice or divine intervention that is causing things to go wrong for the very cabal that was responsible for SSR's murder. So I think that and your example, right? I haven't seen that painting, but I would love to. I will check your Twitter feed, ma'am. But for it to the final outcome of your painting to have a very close resemblance to how SSR looks
Yeah,
is in itself a kind of a blessing that like we are on the right path. And it's very disheartening that the family, rather than supporting the SSRians when so much time has passed, rather than being grateful that, oh yes, there are a whole bunch of SSRians who are still voicing, who still go out and conduct protests and have all these slogans for justice for SSR, and you are trying to stifle their voice. And I mean, what I'm amazed, and when I say like family, I'm specifically talking about this sister who has said these things to stop making videos. I don't know, like, does she represent the family of SSR? Does the family of SSR truly endorse her views? I don't know any of that, but I'm totally not against. I'm totally against this stifling of voice that has been propagated by the sisters in
Yeah.
regard to SSR case.
Yes, Shankar, let me just try that. Jaydev is in the backdrop. Let me just ask Jaydev if he can show the paintings, as we discussed with Saffron, because Saffron also has limited time. So I'm just trying to make as much use of his, personality here today. So, what is the Jyoti saying? I just don't understand what's going through the sister's head. Now, here, what I'd like to, if you could show the pictures, Jaydev. Yeah. So what I understand, Saffron, is that, see, isn't this then a big game? Because when they have already told the lawyer that please do not pursue the SSR case, okay, and they were the ones who were running, headlines
Mhm.
every day on Twitter. They were running taglines saying that, to make SSR trend. So wasn't that hypocrisy, Saffron? Because when you yourself are going around telling everybody, I don't know which sister is saying it, and who's Priyanka is the one who usually trends. So I don't know if it's with Shweta or Priyanka who's saying that don't talk about this or show any SSR case. So don't you think it's hypocrisy on their part, Saffron, for fooling the SSRians by saying that please come on with us because you were never a part of it at all?
Absolutely, absolutely. And my message to Sweta Singh Kirti would be, why not we start with you? Why don't you delete your Facebook group, which has so many followers, where you started with crying about your brother's death, to you started posting pics where you are going out on date and whatnot, right? Why don't we start by deleting that Facebook group page, and then when you walk the talk, and you provide evidence that the government officials or the agencies have indeed told you that nothing is going to happen, if it isn't written, signed by those authorities, then we can at least even have some faith in what you have said, that okay, it has come from the horse's mouth, right? The government has said that they are not going to pursue. Has there been any message from the government? No, there hasn't been. So I don't know why such kind of things are being said by the sister. And I'm in shock. See, it's one thing to gain mileage from the movement and have attention and whatnot, but asking people to stop voicing for the murder of your brother, who, like, who was not your, like, who was not your real brother but was related to you in ways that he was not related to anyone else. Like, I did not have any blood relation with SSR, but we still feel the pain. Otherwise we wouldn't be
Absolutely.
talking about him even after 4 years of him
Yes.
being brutally murdered. So I
Yes.
don't know what has been exchanged in the back door. Is there money involved, or has there been any threats? I don't think it could be threat. I don't think it could be threat. Why would anybody threat anyone 4 years after that, 4 years after the murder? There is.
Also,
Mhm.
Saffron, another example is, when Shweta wrote her book, uh, here too she cashed in on her brother's name, and she called the very same people who are SSRians to attend her show. Her press release was on that. Based on that, the book launch was for these people. So then, how come you are using your brother's name for your own, to push your own book? And then not support him at all. So don't you think that itself is a big thing? Uh, uh, it's a hypocrisy. It's a
It
huge hypocrisy. Yeah.
definitely, it's
So
a big
yeah,
writing.
Jaydev, if you could make just show the original the final picture so that yeah. So these are the stages, Saffron. So you see, I started with this, black and whites,
Yes.
and Yeah, and then it moved on to different. See, the features are all totally different.
Absolutely,
Uh,
ma'am. Absolutely. I
yeah,
would love to see even all the like the first stage as
yeah,
well. If you see,
yes, yes.
it
It's
was
all there on Twitter. Yes.
wow. It is
And you
amazing.
see how, and when you see, this is only a little bit, Saffron. If you look at the actual painting, the look that he has, it goes deep within you. It's what's happening is that, see, he is there within all of us, and he's saying, please do something, because it is not me, it is the common man. Everyone is suffering because of corruption and this kind of mafia tactics. If this problem is not solved, then so many are again going to suffer the same way. So there is a message that he's giving through all of us. Okay, now the Rama temple in Ayodhya took so many years to be built because of so many people protesting. Yet it came, right? So
Yes.
similarly, SSR also, the case is going on for 4+ years, but he will get some sort of justice. Is what the message I think is coming across, Saffron.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. I think there was a time when the people who were in power in Maharashtra, they were involved in this brutal murder, but nobody was talking about it except the SSRians. Now that those people are not no more no longer in power, right? They don't have uh, that clout to suppress voice of people. So at this juncture, if the someone from the family is asking people to not to talk about their brother's murder, I don't know what kind of message she is passing. I mean, why would you even say that? Let's say for like, let's assume that whatever she said was true. Why would you even want people to stop voicing for SSR? I haven't seen that video where she has said that, but if she has said that, that's very wrong of her to pass on that message and demotivate the SSRian. Already, so many people have trickled out of the SSR movement because of lack of justice or slow progress. Right? We wait for years and years before any small news comes. We try to look forward to any positive progress in the case. Right? Still, even now there are other YouTubers who are bringing in all kinds of people, somebody from the morgue or no, those YouTubers don't have any good identity, but for her to say those things that she said, it is absolutely, for a lack of a better word, shameful. It's very
Yeah.
shameful that you're saying this about your own brother.
Yeah, and see, moreover, see, there is a very, very huge force, Saffron, who is working on this, because see, movies like even Shah Rukh Khan's Jawan and Pathan, have flopped massively. You look at Salman Khan's films; they have also flopped. Anybody who had some sort of a mockery for SSR, anybody who's had a hand in whatever has happened, they're all walking around with begging bowls. So they have to make money. They can't keep performing at Ambani's wedding. That is only a side job. They need to have movies that become hits. So this is something that definitely SSR has put his,
Absolutely.
his
One
hukum
of the
on.
things, I think one of the things that happened due to I would say due to murder of SSR was that this Bollywood boycott Bollywood campaign took a lot of support, and that has in some way worked in favor of the new people who are coming into the film industry now. You can see that these people whose films are flopping now, they have to release all of their films in multiple languages. Initially that was not the case, right? Now every film that comes on Netflix or Amazon, they are in released in multiple languages still, and they have to sell it to the OTT platforms, because initially they were like, no, we will show it only in the theaters. You go to the theater, pay those 500 bucks and watch the movie, pay another 500 for the popcorn. So they were thinking highly of themselves, but in some way karmic divine is working in a way that people, for even small roles now, they have to be very careful. There are directors who are encouraging newcomers into the industry, right? As bad as they are, but in a way people who are trying to get their foot into the film industry, they are getting some opportunities. It's a sad fact that the people who control the film industry, they are full of, like, they lack any ethical values, lack any moral values. They are completely into drugs, money, and whatnot. But SSR, Divine Justice, is working its magic in some or the other manner. So I don't
Yes.
think that these comments by Shweta Singh Kirti are going to fly out high, and people like yourself and our dear viewers will continue to voice justice.
Yeah.
जब
Also,
family.
Saffron, see, yeah. Also, Saffron, see, till now, it is a fact. Okay, till the time SSR died, nobody really knew what was running behind the iron curtain of Bollywood. Everything was so secretive. All this, the gay relationships, the drug, addiction, and all everything that was happening, women trafficking, child trafficking, NGOs, everything was hidden from the eye, the public eye. The moment people woke up, it is only thanks to Sushant that people woke up and they decided that if this is what you all are going to bring out and this is what you're going to have in the background, we're not going to watch your films. Now, my question to you, Saffron, is that see, when you grow up as children, you know, uh, in a family, the always the feeling is that to protect the brother or the sister from different things. In this case, you have grown up with Sushant for so many years. He was the one who was taking care of your needs. A lot of the things that he had, perhaps the car, the BMW, the motorbike, everything may have been shared amongst yourself, is what I assume. Okay, but when it came to protecting him, none of you are there. You're leaving it to the wolves to protect him. Luckily, this is a unpaid, warrior, what do you call, movement. Nobody is paid, and we are all workers. We are all working in different companies and doing different things, and yet we are devoting a specific time for the movement so that we get justice. Why? Because tomorrow we don't want someone to die like Sushant or Disha or Jhanvi Kukreja or Jia Khan. We want a law that will protect people from this, and that is why we are fighting. Please do not say one of the Twitterati was saying that see some YouTubers are making money out of Sushant. Nobody is making money. You think for 4+ years people are making money? Let us see how much money we have in our banks. Nobody has that kind of cash. Yes, when you perform at Ambani's wedding, you will get that kind of cash. You will get watches also, but not here. This is what do you call? This is a movement. Never in India has anybody seen a movement against Bollywood like this. And it is thanks to SSR, nobody else. And the sisters wanted to take credit. They came in between and they tried their best, and then they were exposed so badly. And now they want to save face. It doesn't happen. Don't make us your, what you call, your scapegoats. We're not your scapegoats. We're not there for you. We are just there for SSR and his father. Is what is my answer to them. Saffron, please, we'll have your opinion as well.
Yes, ma'am. So, regarding this sister of SSR, initially she also, after SSR was murdered, I remember that she had released some WhatsApp screenshots of her chat with SSR, where SSR had even told her that "Aapki bahut yaad aati hai," and there was, like, love emoji and all, right? You had the you had the audacity to share personal screenshots of a personal conversation with your brother who is no longer there, right? And you did not shy away from any single thing to gain attention when the entire world was supporting you. You made it all about yourself. Oh, how difficult is it for you to go to India? Oh, you want to be with your brother and whatnot. And then slowly you started shifting towards, okay, how can I use this to my advantage? You came up with the book, you released the book, you got support of the SSRians, you got money out of it. And then what happens later? You got a Facebook page. What do you do then?
And what not? Also, Saffron, she was saying that when she went to, I don't know whether she went to Kashi or she was going to a certain place, and she said that Sushant Singh was guiding, the route.
Yeah.
So you use him as a tool. But when it comes to helping, him get justice, you're far away.
Absolutely, absolutely. So there are many instances where you used SSR for your own benefit, and now once you saw that, like, you have taken out all the juice and nothing is bringing you the output that you thought you deserved. What did you decide to do? Okay, let me go on a public platform and then say that the government is not interested, the police is not interested, whosoever XYZ is not interested, and let's not make videos about it. I don't know why would you say that?
Also, another very, very important thing, Saffron,
Mhm.
of late, the negative factors have come into, their own, blogs or vlogs or whatever you call it, where, they call it very fancy chapter one, chapter two, chapter three, as though they are some Einsteins or, they've been doing so much of research. And you have people like Riya Chakravarti, speaking to someone like Sushmita Sen, who's been through the industry, seen it all, done it all, everything. And these two women are trying to resurrect each other's career. Okay. Everybody knows what has happened. Everybody knows even the WhatsApp dialogues. Okay. And then you have Sushmita saying that, see, what a wonderful woman you are. What all you have undergone in the past 4 years. Only a woman of, iron can stand like this. Who are they fooling? So, from this, one thing is very clear, Saffron, is that they're desperately getting people to whitewash themselves. But the last 4+ years, they have not been able to do anything. No ads, no roles, nothing except a very, very guilty complex because of what they did. So it is actually a voyage to hell, and they're trying to busy resurrect themselves. This is also a result of what SSR has undergone. Your opinion on this, Saffron?
Very, very nice way to put it, ma'am. Very nice way to put it. They are digging a rabbit hole for themselves, surely but slowly. They are doing it, right? And who is Sushmita Sen to judge what kind of a woman Riya Chakrabarti is? I mean, don't even let me get started on the life history of Sushmita Sen. Somebody who has slept around her
Don't
weight.
forget Imtiaz Khatri. She
Absolutely,
was with
absolutely.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, all these people, they've slept their way through success, right? And they are the ones who are teaching us moral lessons about, oh, what you have gone through, what Ria has gone through, and what kind of a wonderful person she is. I mean, come on, let's be real here. So you can see that what kind of negative forces are around us and what kind of people we are trying to fight against, right?
Yeah.
Now, of course, in this aura, like in when you are working against certain things, specifically the negative forces, and you have people from the family saying these things, then it is our awareness to identify whom to trust and whom not to trust. I wouldn't even give a single second of my life listening to a lady like Shweta Singh Kirti if she has said
And
whatever.
who's going to be the next guest on hers? It's another person. Of course, I'm sure you will laugh when you hear the name. It's Amir Khan. They're
Oh,
expecting
wow.
next. You remember when SSR died, he was the one who made a call to Riya Chakravarti after the death. Right. So now one thing, Saffron, before we wind up, because I
Mhm.
know you have a tight schedule, so my last point is that even the politicians, Saffron, are dead scared of SSRians. And that is why this desperate attempt to shut their voices so that they can get on with their lives. And, it is a, what do you say in Hindi, kissa kursi ka. So to get their chair, they will do anything, and this is another last feeble attempt, to get that chair.
Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely, what you are saying is right. I feel like the politicians are so scared to say anything against SSR because they know that deep down they have done some sin. They have performed some sin. Otherwise, things should not have taken this long for the investigation, right? Something should have come out, right now. CBI, I don't know where is the disconnect because I'm not part of these agencies, so I don't know where is the disconnect, whether CBI is being pressured from the government or whether the opposition forces are like trying their shenanigans, so to speak, to make sure that nothing comes out in the SSR case. Because even Disha's family now has started saying that, oh, we believe it's a murder, and everyone is saying that, so let's investigate it. If Disha Salian's family has also come around, though it was very late, it's very shameful to see that the SSR sister would ask people to not talk about SSR.
Also,
And
Saffron, don't forget the fact that when Salman Khan, there were shots at his building, Galaxy, by Bishnoi Group. Within seconds, the Maharashtra government, Shinde, reached his house. And who was there? The person who sent the ambulance to pick
Baba,
up SSR's body. We're talking about Baba Siddiqui and his son. How are they connected? Shinde and Siddiqui. They were hugging each other. How are they connected with Salman Khan? If Salman Khan can get justice so fast, why another superstar like SSR can't get justice?
Salman Khan got justice after being allegedly driving car over people and murdering them, right? So
Allegedly, yeah,
yeah,
allegedly.
allegedly, right? So it's like that's the kind of justice system we are dealing
Scenario.
with, right?
Yes.
That's the kind of justice system. That's why you are seeing the karmic justice being done in the way it is being done. So it's okay if sister has to say that, then let her say it, right? We know what we have to do, and we will continue to support for justice for SSR. And one way or the other, the karmic justice will ensure that all of these people who are responsible, directly or indirectly, they are brought to book.
Yeah. And I'll just end on a small note just to tell you that we are not the people who are moving the chess figures. It is another person. And that is, let me tell you a small example. When the, Sri Rama, statue was being made by Arun in Karnataka, it took him a lot of time to work on the stone. But apparently, when he was working in the evenings, there used to be a knock on his door. So when he would open it, it was a monkey, knocking every day on his door. And if you look at the symbolism behind it, Rama's,
Hanuman.
person is Hanuman, and Hanuman is coming to check whether Lord Rama is,
Ready for you.
ready or not. That is the kind of symbolism we are looking at. So we are not in charge. This is one thing I must tell the viewers. Even when we speak, when I speak, when Saffron and when all of you are chatting here, we are just small players in this whole huge game. There is a huge force, and there nobody will escape. Whether it is politician, blue blood, Bollywood, cabal, media, PR,
No,
who's been
you are.
doing their ultimate, to make them gods, nothing will work. Ultimately, what has to happen will happen, and we will wait for that day. We will not give up. So please do not expect us to listen to your orders. We are not under your payroll. Please understand that. So on that note, Saffron, we'll end this session. Thank you so much for joining us and always giving us your valuable feedback on SSR and this case.
Thank you, ma'am. My proud privilege, and Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Hind, Jai Shri Ram. Thank you so much, Saffron.
Thank you.